What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Who are you, Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
No fan report. Aloha and mahalo. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is the Blue Note Fan Report, the show that's by a fan for the fan and about you, the fan. I actually wasn't going to do a show today, but I thought, I told somebody I'd do one, and so since I said it, I tried to do it. But I got to be honest right now, mentally, I am not in a good spot. So I'll just give you guys a heads up on that. And maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I'm a goddamn idiot that doesn't know a shitting thing about hockey, because that's the way I'm starting to feel. Right? Some of you guys, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. I was about to go down a very bad path. Didn't want to do that. Needed to breathe. Take a moment. Right? Jeremy Rutherford, who I do not like, and I have admitted that, and part of the reason I don't like him is a personal reason. He's told me a couple times, send me an email. I've sent him an email, and he never responds. And then when I ask him about it, he says I never got it, yet I get a read receipt. At some point, is what it is. He put out an article today about the last three games, how since the break, the Blues have changed their tactical change. They're doing what they call a 2-1-2. They're having that third forward stay up higher. Well, they had used that earlier in the season to success, and then they went away from it, and now they're going back to it. Now yesterday, they made a big deal that we had this great forecheck. I didn't see it. I honestly did not see a solid forecheck. What I did see was something that you normally don't see at Blues games. I saw players taking the puck past the top of the circle. Right? I saw that more than anything else. Now, if that's led to some forechecking, I mean, there might have been some forechecking, but not what like everyone expects. At least that's not what I saw. Did you guys see differently? Did you think that we were this huge forechecking team yesterday? But what I've seen in the last three games, right, offensively, has been dirty goals and moving the puck deeper than the circles before you stop, and having somebody come into the zone with you so you don't come into the zone alone. That's what I've seen. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I indifferent? What do you guys think? And I'll be honest, with the way I'm feeling right now, if you guys aren't going to talk, I'm just going to turn the show off. Right? It's your show, and if you don't respond, if I sit here by myself and just yap, it's not good for me. Sunday, a lot more cycling, yeah. Yeah, we did see some of that. And that's because they took the puck in deep. That set up the cycle. Instead of stopping at the top of the circle and losing the puck, which was what was happening. Right? That's the change. That's the biggest change. Right? That's the biggest change. Come on, guys. Don't leave me hanging today. Jason Nichols, Dustin Mullins. I got 11 watching. Don't leave me hanging, man, because I'm not in the mood for it. To me, not so much. I think I'm okay with what we're seeing so far. I mean, maybe it'll show up later. But at the moment, Mary, I'm not that concerned with Saad being out. We had so many injuries to deal with this season. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Did they have a Make-A-Wish kid today? It looks like they might have. Todd is a wizard. Yeah, they had a Make-A-Wish kid today. That's cool. I know you're going to be mad, but since Tarasenko's been gone, they seem to be playing a lot better. I know that's what she's going to say. Oh, that's what she's going to say. I see Shin actually hitting the net on those chances he's been. Yeah, that was good for him. I think that was great for his confidence. Right, I really think that was a big boost to his confidence. All right, and Cairo too. Right, and Cairo too. Our biggest injury this season was and is management. I close. Oh, is Ashley watching? Yay, Ashley's watching. Come on, Marianne, I'm waiting for your butt. I know what it is, but I'm waiting for it. I'm a-waiting. That's what they are all saying, really. I think it's like that they are playing like they know they can be moved. Yeah, I'm with you. I know that, Bob. I know, but sometimes when sometimes the comments that I get from people, even people I know, feel like I'm being attacked. And I know it's not personal, but that's what it feels, and I take it very personally. So that's where I got to take a moment and breathe and step back and just feel things. Big thank you, Gloria Sieper, Ashley Jones, Marianne Holmes, Jason Nichols, Justin Mullins. Thank you. The locker room was divided. I think it still is. I honestly think the locker room still is divided. Right? I liked in that, what I loved in that article that Rutherford put out, one of the first things that Berube said was, I think they needed a different message. Wow, you're just now figuring that out? You got told that 2 months ago. You got told that back in December. Your message is old. It's not working. We need a new one. You got told that back in December. Right? I do think, Ashley's right, I do think a lot of them are playing like they know they could be moved. It's okay, Ash. Right? It is what it is. Right? Something had to give, whatever it be, the conversation in the locker room or from the coaches, the team themselves. Yeah, possible. Something had. You're right, Marianne. Right? That trade did some things, and good, bad, or indifferent, it made some things happen. Since the trade, there's been some teams that are playing much better. I could see that. Barbie's playing like he's making bank and he's wanted by 10 teams. Yeah, Jason, that's true. I could, the Bruins, I could see being in on him. I could kind of see that. But really, I think the Bruins would be absolutely stupid to make any changes right now. That team is set. They have a larger points differential in the in the third period, a larger goal differential in the third period than the second place goal differential overall. Right? That's just crazy. It's a lot of column. And don't forget column C in there. There's column C too. Oh no. Yeah, I did. I read that. I saw that on his Instagram. And then the Blues posted it too, and the Post-Dispatch posted it. I did see that. You're right. I did see that. He did thank the fans and thank the city of St. Louis and said it's always in his heart. I appreciated that. I mean, you expect that. I don't think that Barbie's worth as much as everybody's making him out to be. I think where Barbie's worth is his contract. It's right at $2 million, if not a little less. 2.3, I think, or 2.275, something like that. It's really, and my hand's bothering me right now. It's really one of those contracts where it's not a lot, and especially, and then when you think about it, when you're only playing a guy for like 20 games, right? I mean, in the all actuality, the only thing you're looking at is the salary cap number, right? I mean, everyone made a big deal about the Blues retaining half of Tarasenko's salary. However, no, he's not a workhorse. He's not. He's really not. He's a guy that plays what? 12, 13 minutes a game? That's not a workhorse. A workhorse plays 20. He never gets close to that. He's not a workhorse. I'm sorry, I'm going to argue with you there. Yeah, but I don't think I think this is different with Tarasenko. I really think this is different. Actually, got to know with Perron, that's not what happened. Okay, Perron got traded, and then 2 years later came back. Then he got left unprotected, and then he came back. I think it was a year later, or 2 years later. Right? He didn't come right back. He still had some other time out there. So it's not like he just came right back. Keith Kachuk is the guy that was infamous for being traded and then re-signing. Being traded and re-signing. Right? No, they haven't had a different coach come in. Nope. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, Jason. Right? I don't see that from him. I don't see that from Barbashev. If Barbashev gave his all on the ice, Barbashev had 15 goals already this season. All right? I don't see that. He doesn't get in the dirty areas. He's not hard on the boards. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Yes, and I heard on ESPN yesterday where they talked about what Jason's talking about. Right? But they also said a lot of times when a guy gets traded, he just doesn't come back. It's not that often that a guy will come back. Oh, you're saying if we got a new coach, Vlad could come back? I could see that. Okay, I think Doug Waite also was traded and then signed back with the Blues. That might be right. I actually think Barbashev will be moved first. We were just talking about Barbashev, Nathan. Right? I really do think Barbashev will be moved first. He's got a team-friendly contract, and that's the thing with Barbashev is making 2 point, right? 27 years old, so he's still got some good years left in him. But the problem is how much of a raise is he going to want? Oh, excuse me. How much of a raise is he going to want? The big thing, right? That is going to be a big thing. How much of a raise is he going to want? And that's the thing with him is, and that's what it comes down to. How much of a raise is he going to want? Scandella could be coming back soon. Prunovich should be back soon. He is in conditioning right now, so he's down with the minors. If he comes back, I see them sending Tucker back. Right? I really do. Either Tucker or Rosen, both of them. I mean, they're both kind of in that mold there. I could see either one of them getting sent back. I know Berube likes Tucker, but cap-wise, it makes more sense to send Tucker back than Rosen. But we'll see. And my heart. Where else are we? Logan Brown. I could see Logan Brown getting sent down again. He really, and he's at RFA, so him and Torpachenko are RFAs. That's kind of where some of that money hangs out. Of our UFAs right now, we have O'Reilly, Barbashev, Blaze, Akari, Levo, and Pitlick, and Grace. I don't see any of them getting re-signed, to be honest. Well, O'Reilly I can see getting re-signed. I don't see Barbashev getting re-signed. I don't see Blaze getting re-signed. I don't see Akari. In fact, I see Akari getting traded. We're gonna get guys from the minors. We're gonna have a free agent splash or two. Right? I mean, that's what I see right now. But you're looking at, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 5. You're looking at $7 million coming off. $7.5 million coming off. Right off the bat, $7.5 million coming right out. Now you've got some UFAs on the minor league side that you'll have to deal with. Let's see, Dylan McLaughlin, Luke Witowski. I don't see Witowski coming back. Hugh McGing, I think they will resign. He's an RFA. Nathan Todd, I think you can see him coming back. Anthony Angelo, Martin Frick. Martin Frick doesn't come back. Matthew Highmore, he doesn't come back. I mean, for me, Santini probably doesn't come back. Really, I think we're going to be a really different team next year. Really different team. Thank you. Depends on the season. You think Rosen fits better? It's March and 30 degrees. I don't hunt, but someone needs to eliminate that. Oh my goodness. I don't see 90 getting moved. If we are competitive within the next 2 weeks, I'm with you. I like Neighbors' last game. That guy plays with hustle and heart. He did last game, but that usually only lasts a game or two, and then he just falls back into not moving his feet. I'm not sure who you're talking about there. O'Reilly's, I mean, if O'Reilly gets moved, the only way, so here's my thing. If O'Reilly is going to sign with the Blues, re-sign with the Blues, right? That's got to be something a deal that they've already made. And you know, something they kind of talked about, behind the table or under the table. But at the same time, if he hits free agent market, which he would have to do, he could get offered something that's enough that, he says, sorry, guys, I'm going there. You're taking that chance. You really are taking that chance. And that's something to be aware of with him. It's absolutely something to be aware of with him. Right? Last game, Blues really did show something. They showed some grit. They showed grit against a New Jersey Devil team. But then again, New Jersey looked out of sorts. Now, they caught Florida at the right time. I will admit that. They caught Florida at the right time. New Jersey had a day off. But they did look like, and they just won a game, in the last seconds of regulation, or no, overtime, something like that. They tied it in the last seconds of regulation. So they won a lot of games on the road. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they came and maybe it was one of them. They played down to the Blues, and it bit them. It might have been. That's something that it could have been. I don't know. Alexander Motron. Buddy, your Devils got beat bad yesterday. Gloria Seeper, Ashley Jones, Marianne Holmes, Jason Bowles, and Justin Mullins. Thank you for putting those thumbs in the air. I really, really, really do appreciate it a lot. Tomorrow morning, my time, 8:30 a.m. I think the game is 1 or 12:30. Let's see, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11, 12:30 Central Standard Time. We will be on live Saturday and Sunday as the Blues will play a home and away, but not against the same team. Not really. Jason, they scored one. They didn't score one yesterday, and they didn't score one against the Phoenix, so they scored one in the last 3 games. Right? Just one. Let's see. Call your phone. I don't even know if I have your number, Jason. Oh yeah, they have had it. They didn't in the last game, but they have had it. They've absolutely had it, Justin. They talked about that all day yesterday. Yeah, that's what they did on ESPN. That felt like somebody even said, "Oh, I'm watching the game, but I have the Devils announcers." Or I'm getting the Devils. And it wasn't. It was ESPN. They did nothing but talk devil. Right? And then right now, I guess this Bally thing, this is serious. There's a good chance that the Blues are not going to have a TV network. And if they don't, we're going to lose them on ESPN too. We may not be able to watch the Blues the rest of the season, depending on what happens with this Bally thing. Right? This is this is Bally buying Fox Sports Regional for the amount they paid was stupidity, and now they're finding out. Right, the money's not there. Right, and you're going to owe all these teams these baseball teams the money. Right. don't see it as much with the Cardinals. Right? I don't see it as much with the Cardinals. I did see it with the Rams. Even when they were the greatest show on turf. I remember, I forget what, I really forget the reporter's name. It might have been Aaron Andrews, but it was during Kurt Warner's rise. And it was like game 3 or game 4 or something like that, where, now he's doing really good. And she went and spent the week and interviewed him and all this. And they talked about it at the end, at the end of the week. Oh, how exhausting that must have been being in St. Louis or something like that. And they meant it to be being with him and the story and all that. But that's not the way they portrayed it. No, they just portrayed it that being in St. Louis was exhausting. Well, is what it is with that, and then I'd rather have announcers that are, even home announcers that call it like they see it, right? And unfortunately, you just don't get that in the game anymore, right? There's an instant conflict of interest when the announcer works for the team. Instant conflict of interest. In all actuality, the announcers shouldn't work for the team. They should work for the network. Because if they work for the network, there's no conflict of interest. Right? Well, I mean, there's still a little bit because, the network's paying. Well, actually, no, there shouldn't be, because the network's paying to put it on there so they should be able to say what they want. That's the way I feel it should be. Right? But when you're like Blue Note Productions, what produces that? So they're paying, my guess is they're paying to put the show on, to have it done by Blue Note Productions. So I don't know all the money side of it, but you definitely have conflict of interest. We need a Harry Doyle type announcer. Right? Where are you guys? No one's talking, man. I told you guys. I mean it. If you guys don't talk, I'm just going to end the show. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't mind your announcer, but if you make a penalty, call it. Yep, he did that. Right? We got away with one. That is the one thing that you will hear from Hanger and Kerber is when we get away with one, they'll say it. Right? They'll say it. So that does help out. Right? That does help out. I have 14 people. Now I'm down to 9. Where's everybody going? I mean, you want me to just end the broadcast? I don't know, man. I did Uber today, and I didn't make as much money as I should have. It's been raining here. It's been a pain in the butt. Out of 11 rides, I got 2 tips, and that's got me frustrated, to say the least. I made probably $30, $40 less than I should. Not sure what that is. Craig said it was something he was talking about yesterday. I have to go look at that later. Trying to look at something else up here. Yeah, my money is way lower than what it should have been, and I know I probably should get back on the road because there's some bonuses that I'm not getting unless I get on the road. So, Golf King says Panger and John Kelly watching makes everyone else seem not so good. I'm with you. So what do we think about Senko and Senko not getting extended yet by the Rangers? Surprised. I thought it would have happened by now. I think they would have made a priority or no? Or do they think that it's just that he's pretty much free rental from how bad we got? It could be a little bit of both of that, or it could be that they're going to kind of wait a little bit and see where their money is before they offer him. It could be something that they're going to offer him before agency starts, right? Minnesota would. The Edmonton, just being in Edmonton has a block on that, and McDavid's starting to get a reputation around the league as not being a guy that guys want to play with. Oh, it is going to be a negative for the league, but what's going to happen is the Bally Sports is going to go off the air. Period. Bally Sports is not going to be able to make these payments. If they can't make the payments to the league, are they going to be able to make the payments to the what do you call it? I can't remember now. To the networks, to the cable companies and the Dish Network and all of that. If they can't make those payments, they're going to shut them down. Right? And that's what I see happening. I don't know what you're talking about, Jason. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing, my friend? I'm hanging in there. Rough day today. No, the league is not going to take over. Right? The league is not. The no way will the league want to take over that network. Right? And the problem is there's no other local contracts, right? ABC, the local ABC affiliate, the NBC affiliate, the CBS affiliate, they can't take the games because they got to be able to show the primetime stuff, right? That prevents that, so you're going to lose that. KPLR 11, Fox, same thing. Put Fox in there. So I don't even know if 11 or 30 are independent channels anymore, if they even exist. So you don't have any type of regional network or local network that can show the games. Right? Other than it going on stream, and that's the thing. If they close shop, there's nobody to show the games. They're the ones that are broadcasting it. Yeah, Bally's has got everything, and if they can't make these payments, and it's not just to the leagues, it's to the networks. They pay the networks to be on. Actually, no, it might be the other way. I think the networks pay them. Not 100% sure, but it's going to get close. No, the streaming side is bad. The ESPN streaming that stuff, I wish they would have kept that with NHL.TV, especially on the US side. That was so much better. So much better. I don't think it's a loan. I think it's a payment that they had to make, that, they have to make quarterly payments to the league. I don't know how they can't take over the network, that's for sure. So Bally's wanted too much money. Right? There's just some stuff going on. Oh, there was a payment to the league that got missed too. It wasn't just it might have been, okay, so maybe you guys know a little more, but I know that they missed a payment to the league also. Right? Thank you, Nick. I didn't do anything to it. And I did 11 runs today, and I got $8 in tips. I had 2 tips, 1 of 5, 1 of 3, out of 11 runs. Come on, people. I had somebody in my car yesterday. I think it was yesterday. A 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning pickup. Now, I know she worked all night, and I get that. But she was going up the island against traffic. So coming back, I had to go through all that traffic. And she acted like she was doing me a favor. Oh yeah, Chris, I'm with you there. And this woman acted like she was doing me a favor by her getting in my car, and not the other way around. You know. But yesterday I actually did good. I ended up having a really big run. Because I have an XL car. I got a really good XL car and a good tip from that one, but should have ran more. I do need to get back out on the road today. That is a must. And I can see right now, I'm looking at the way things are, and I think I'm going to go a few more minutes, see if anybody else says anything. Oh, well, you know what? It happens a lot, Bob. It happens an absolute lot. My tips, I'd say I get tipped less than 30%. Right, and I try and tip every time, and I've gotten a lot of $1 tips, which I'm sorry, that's disrespectful to me. But some of these rides are smart, $10, so they think a $1, 10%. But to me, a $1 tip is disrespectful. This person's using their car for your convenience. They're doing you a favor, not the other way around. Right? That's the way to remember it. Right? But I do think looking at the board right now, I would do much smarter to go get on the road and try and make my money. That they might. That they might, bud. So, guys, I'm going to end the show. I'm going to go try and make some money. I will see you tomorrow morning, especially since I'll be up early, 8:30 in the morning show. Guys, have a great night. This is Guy the Wild Blues fan saying aloha mahalo, and I'll see you tomorrow on a game day Blue Note Fan Report. What, boys?
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues!